24th of April, and here I'll have a look at the markets. As we can see, we're kind of starting off quite bearish here, and usually I don't do London, but I know that it looks kind of alright. And yeah, for example, a setup I've been looking for would be something like that. Just go to fill the gap, and yeah. We do have kind of like the same thing with like ES and NQ, where I'd say ES and Tau is more bearish. And yeah, I kind of don't like the way it closed here on ES. Not the biggest fan of that, and Tau I think actually looks quite a bit better to enter short. So yeah, I'll wait till we see a candle close like that, and then we'll just have our entry. The charts have moved a little, and yeah, so we'll be placing a sell stop order. And yeah, so then we'll have a look at how things will develop. Yeah, so we're tapped into the trade, and yeah, we'll see how it develops. Ideally, we get like a quite bearish close on this candle. That would be like very good if we get like a very bearish close. And then yeah, we'll see. Obviously, if it will move like shit, we'll just cut it as always. But yeah, if we get like a nice close, that would be great. Yeah. You know, it kind of looks decent, so I'm anticipating a very neat 15-minute close. The 1 minute also looks fairly good. Once we get around here, I'd be looking forward to trail my stop to break even or above this little high here or there. And yeah, after these two candles, which it just did, very honest, I'm considering to cut it. I am very interested to see how the next 1 or 2 minutes will close. If we jump on the, I know it like looks decent, but like the 5 minutes is ass because like of these two back to back, So what I want to see now is that we get like a bearish close, which will engulf this low, ideally 2 bearish closes in a row. And then I'm chilling, and then after that I'd be considering just to trail the stop already. And as soon as I trail the stop, I'll just try to hold it through. 3 to 1. We got a good close. And let's see how this candle closes. If this candle closes like bullish like this, I don't know if I'd be interested to further hold on the trade. If we close bearish, that would be fucking amazing. Yeah. As you can see, it's kind of skedaddling here. Yeah. But overall, I don't know. I think we can definitely trade the stop at least to here already at this point. Yeah, so now I want to see, okay, will we finally get like a proper bearish close? Because if we don't see like some proper bearish action here, I think we could just be bottoming out already, and that would be not that great for the position. So on this candle, I want to see a neutral or a bearish close. So yeah, if we get like some bullish close, I would be rethinking the position. Yeah. Like really, yeah. Okay. Because like what does here, I'll be very honest, it does not look that great. Because you could make the argument, yeah, you shouldn't look too much at the 1 minute chart, but like again, I believe you should not ignore it, because obviously it's like a part of like the bigger picture too, to some degree. And yeah. This was not ideal, what it just did. So yeah. So like yeah, I said, ideal scenario, we'll have this, and then I'll be very optimistic towards it. It will just fucking die, and that will sweep the low. Like, gun to my head, if it's gonna run the stop or go to TP or anywhere, like, you know, I'd say even TP, but like anywhere in that direction, I would not want to take a bet. Yeah, what's up guys? As you can see, TradingView is like fucking tweaking. Okay. Here, but like, yeah, I just closed the position. Pretty much it's like a break even. Yeah, so because like it has some shitty closes, and yeah, I'm back here. Yeah, so just kind of New York session is just about to start. I know how to think about that because with a surge in the 2-year treasury note, which could indicate like lower prices on the S. But that if we look on the S, if we compare it to fucking the early session, I know one think of a short. Yeah, because like we rejected kind of like the low here, kind of went into the gap a little where we previously had a short in the morning and rejected that. So what I'm currently thinking of about is, okay, we go here, get like a bullish candle close, which ideally is a little above here, and then just place a buy stop, and then just try to ride it, kind of here, and maybe we could get up there, who knows. Yeah. So it's kind of yeah, so if this candle closes like that, we'll just place the buy stop. For the stop, I'd look at here, something like that. And then for the target, you could be optimistic with this. And like, just kind of do like an optimistic target and then just try to see where it will go. So and send it. Yeah, we'll just go a pip higher. So yeah, then we'll just see what happens. I think we are in the trade. Yeah, now we're in. And yeah, so I'll drop the trade now into the Discord. Yeah. Like, if you were a little bit more aggressive, you could technically have the stop beneath here, would be valid too. But yeah, we'll just see how the candle closes. Ideally, you want to see like a quote-unquote stronger bullish close. If we get like a really disgusting wick close like this, I likely would not hold onto the trade. But if we get like a bullish close, which somewhat resembles what we see here, I'd be down to holding it. Yeah. Overall, if the videos just like on the days on which I can do it, I'll just try to record like the whole trade process, like, just right about before I take trade, and during that maybe speed up the whole process. And yeah, as you can see, also like a thing is, as you can like a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, you remember like the account balance was closer to $2,000 than it is now. And yeah, like for me, I am committed no matter what to get the account up to like a really good equity, because it's like my first legit Funnit account. I had like 2 Funnit accounts before with like a scammy ass prop firm which instantly rocked. So it's kind of, for me, it's like more like an honorable mention, but like this is like my first Funnit account on like a serious prop firm with like a more or less serious equity. And yeah, so I just want to like kind of prove to myself that I'm not a moron, that I can pull that off and then just ride it up again to 1,000, 2,000, you know. And also I think like major factors, obviously, yeah, markets kind of move like shit now. And I don't force myself to like take a trade, you know. If like the market conditions are just not there, why take a trade? You know, I can just chill out and just wait for like a month or two till like the whole situation with Trump, like the markets kind of becomes a little more clear, you know, because like waiting will be less of a headache than nuking the account over nothing. Yeah. If we close like this, I would just trail a stop. Maybe even consider a scale in. I would like, you know, trail like the stop, then have like a buy stop above here. Something like that. I could imagine doing that actually. Yeah, overall, right now, I think very highly of Bracket the One. Like also Jim Guy comes from Frankfurt, or like village close to Frankfurt, which again is not too far away from where I live. It's like a hour by car if you go with a decent speed. And I think he's like quite inspirational, you know, kind of a little older than me, but like, you know, smart guy. And yeah, so he's like one who I take some degree of inspiration from when it comes to trading. Yeah, you know, looks like right now the way it behaves looks very good. It is more than I expected with this close right here. Like in the 20 seconds, if we close like about the session high of like Asia here, that would be phenomenal. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. If I wasn't kind of as fucked as I am right now, I just place a buy stop here and trail a stop, and then just look for something like that if the account wasn't as cooked as it is right now. Yeah. Can like remove all these shits. If we get a second bullish close, I will trail my stop beneath here. Yeah. So if we look on the daily, it also looks alright. And like we're looking at how many? What a move. 125 points, and what's our target? 79. And if we combine like the whole ADR, you know, it would be like quite optimistic, but still reasonable. So yeah, technically speaking, our buy stop, if we had the scale in, would have been filled already. And yeah, could actually just delete that crap. Yeah, like at least try to hold to like 1 hour. Yeah, so we're like halfway there. Yeah. Yeah, but we think it's definitely reasonable to trail the stop. Yeah, we'll see if we get a rejection here or not, but I think we're fine the way it moves. Yeah. I'll be honest, looking on a lower time frame, I don't like what it did here. Yeah. If we close like with a nasty wick, I'll either cut the trade or trail it to break even. So let's just see what happens in the next 1.5 minutes. But like we've seen that like we had like some rejection here, and if it rejects again, we'll just cut it short. Yeah. Okay, so if this candle closes bullish, I'm trailing the stop. Yeah. I know, maybe in the future I might do the videos in German, not in English, because I'd consider myself rather a German native speaker than English. But yeah, okay. So we've trailed the stop, and now yeah, let's see. I really don't like that here. Like what I want to see is, okay, we get like a strong bullish close into the, I don't want to call it, but like zone that like we really kind of go bullish into it if we are to see a break to the upside. Yeah, because I kind of speaking from my experience, even though it's not worth that much, would just say, okay, yeah, we would kind of want to see this one stay open, then just kind of, you know, dilly-dally around and then break to the upside. I want to delete this stupid arrow. Okay, so what it does here right now is usually not indicative of a bullish push to the upside, like this shit right here. Usually it's kind of indicative that we would like da 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 and fucking die, or at least either die or see a violent move. So it's quite ambiguous, but like if we get a bullish close, as said, we'll just hold on. Okay. Okay, looks alright. We could. And bullish close above this crap here, and I'll trail the stop beneath this low. Yeah, like I said some videos ago, my goal is overall with this channel, you know, I don't want like no crazy views, clicks or nothing. I just kind of want to document, you know, my trading journey for myself, you know, that I can at some point look back at it, and if I ever decide to get my brother or my cousin into trading, you know, just kind of them, okay, you know, this is how the shit went for me. And yeah, and just, you know, kind of be legit, you know, just kind of being a beacon of legitimacy and trading, you know, because like most of the guys are like straight cap, and you know, it would be kind of nice to be the odd one out in that matter. Yeah, I know, man, this shit is like really taking its merry time. You know, I would not mind actually just cutting the trades once we get there, which is technically speaking irrational to do so, but yeah, but like 15 minutes looks all right. Yeah, you know, also like again, difference backtesting and like trading in the markets. It's just, you know, you just can't like skip the fucking candles, but like you have to sit for that. Yeah. Okay. What it does here is kind of disgusting. Okay, we either. Okay. I consider cutting the trade, but I'll just kind of have the stop loss right here, because I don't like the candles which is just did, and we'll just see either we, yeah, I want to say either we break above this, or we would just kind of maybe go down. You know, guys, the thing is really like, look at the fucking balance, you know. I'm not really in a position to leave anything up to chance, you know, I have to slowly rebuild it. If the account wasn't as fucked, I would have maybe been more keen on holding onto the trade, but I don't care. And what again I don't like about trading is the fact of this fucking pencil. That's so retarded. Yeah. So yeah, like again, if the account wasn't as fucked, I would have just said, okay, yeah, I'll just keep the stop beneath here, just hold through and don't give a fuck. But you know, I really need kind of every penny like a fucking beggar, and yeah. So maybe I'll speed up parts of the video, maybe not. So yeah, see ya. Dime pa' dónde vamos después de la playa, si no secamos.